Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are unaware of what either of those things are. This is Cat Shades, the heavy metal picker, and it is Pride Month in America. And what that means is that we celebrate the fetishes, the bedroom activity, and the confusion of a very small segment of the population who have experienced significant childhood trauma. When I got this book, Confess by Rob Halford, Judas Priest's frontman, I knew that I wouldn't have to read too far into that book before he said, yeah, I've been molested. Crack open a Bud Light, we are going to get to the top 10 gayest Judas Priest songs. We're going to start off with the ones that didn't quite make the list. Just because a Judas Priest song is about sex doesn't necessarily make it gay. Songs like Evil Fantasies, Love Bites, Burning Up, yes, Rob may have written it about a man, but it could still be applicable to straight people too. Now, Eat Me Alive, the song was supposed to be funny, to shock and offend, but there's nothing overtly gay about it. The lyrics go, groan in the pleasure zone as the rod of steel injects, gut-wrenching frenzy that deranges every joint. I'm gonna force you at gunpoint to eat me alive. Come on, it could be about a man and a woman, right? So lighten up, have a sense of humor. It's a funny song. And about Hellbent for Leather, that song was, the lyrics were written by guitarist Glenn Tipton. And the song's about racing motorcycles. Totally heterosexual. We are going to start with number 10, which is Hot Rockin' from the Point of Entry album. The song's lyrics are nothing too outrageous, but the video, man, you gotta watch it. When I was a kid, there was no YouTube. I saw videos like Painkiller, Breaking the Law, You Got Another Thing Coming on Headbangers Ball on the old MTV. Now, nothing was crazy in these videos, but the Hot Rockin' video, the band members are working out shirtless. They're in the sauna, pouring water on the coals. At one point, they're in the shower. At least they're in separate shower stalls, so that's good. I love the way Rob Halford forcefully pours water over the coals in the sauna. I don't know whose idea this was. I also liked Halford dancing around with the flames coming out of his shoes. What a flamer, right? So just watch the video. I ranked it low because the song itself isn't that gay. On an unrelated note, watch the uncensored version of Frankie Goes to Hollywood. That song, Relax, Don't Do It. Just watch the uncensored version. The song itself isn't gay, but the video, just watch it. Whatever. Let's move on to number 9. It's Turn On Your Light, a song that didn't quite make the cut on Defenders of the Faith. I think it's about a male teenage friendship sung from the point of view of a guy who wishes or possibly thinks his friend is gay too, but doesn't know for sure. The lyrics go, why do I have to wait so long? I feel that you feel the same way too. That would make my dreams come true. I don't think that's Halford's brightest hour lyrically. But let's move on to the next one, which is number 8, Delivering the Goods from Hellbent for Leather. Now, in the beginning of the song, there's a whip crack. And what goods are being delivered? That's what I want to know. Listen to the agonized grunts that Halford makes during this song. There you go. Now let's get to number 7, Love Zone from Ram It Down. Check out the lyrics here. Driving in the fast lane late at night, I can't keep my eyes off your red tail light. You know where we're going. I know where we are. Set the rear view mirror for the back seat of the car. Number 6, All the Way from Point of Entry. Here's the lyrics. You take it all. You take it all the way. You're a man with a reputation. The use of the male pronoun makes it obvious. Enough said. Number 5 is Love You to Death from Ram It Down. It's about a man infecting another man with AIDS. The song came out in 1988 when AIDS was at the forefront of any gay man's mind. I think it could have been inspired by GAYEST Judas, a guy credited with being patient zero for AIDS. No, he was not actually patient zero, but he did knowingly spread AIDS all over Europe, America, and who knows where else, having unprotected sex with thousands of male partners while traveling around the world as a flight attendant. Even after he was told that he may have had gay cancer, as they called it back then, he continued to have unprotected sex with lots of guys. So, here's the lyrics of that one. I'll teach you a lesson that you won't forget. Why don't you save your breath? 'Cause I'm gonna love you to death. For what it's worth, my favorite song about AIDS is Elimination by Overkill. Check out that one too. Number 4, Heading Out to the Highway from Point of Entry. Now, why is this album called Point of Entry? Because In Through the Outdoor was already taken by Led Zeppelin. Now, the song lyrics aren't too gay. The song lyrics are good, but definitely a little bit cheesy. It's about driving as a metaphor for taking choices, decisions about where you go in life. But in the beginning of the song, Halford goes, "Oh, come here, boys. Let's listen to it." It's like a lustful beckoning. Now, some people said this may have been a reference to going to truck stop bathrooms and using glory holes and stuff, and Halford has written about that in his autobiography as well, with varying degrees of what he calls success. Now, when Halford talks about this in his autobiography, I'm not that familiar with gay courtship, so I will take Halford's word for it. Now, number 3, Grinder. Now, it's from British Steel. Now, this song came out decades before there was a gay site called Grinder. I've not visited it, but I'll take Halford's word for it too. Now, it came out 15 years before anyone knew what the internet was or used it regularly. Yeah, I've never looked at Grinder, but if I did, my computer might get a virus. You can take a guess on which virus. Halford says in his book that he doesn't think there's a connection. Now, my understanding of what a grinder means is a guy who works the daily grind, a working man, one who works at a factory or who knows what. But anyhow, the opening line goes, "Never straight and narrow. I won't keep in time. Tend to bend the arrow out of line. Never straight. Bend the arrow." And the chorus goes, "Grinder looking for meat. Grinder wants you to eat." Oh my God, holy crap. And how about the rest of the lyrics? I'm not sure what is going on lyrically with the song, and the British slang, I don't know if it's British slang or just Halford's awesome lyrical prowess. But anyhow, tell me what this means. "You take the bullet on which my name was etched to file me in your game." If anybody knows what the hell that means, please leave me a comment. Now, number 2, Jawbreaker from Defenders of the Faith. "Deadly as the viper, peering from its coil. The poison there is coming to a boil." Okay. Now, after he came out of the closet, people would joke, "Yeah, I bet that song's about sucking a big cock, And I got just that part of the autobiography, and Halford says, yes, that is exactly what it's about. Number 1. Yeah, you already know what it is. Yes, it's Raw Deal from Sin After Sin. This isn't just the gayest Judas Priest song. It could be the gayest song ever. The song came out in 1977, 21 years before Halford came out of the closet. He wasn't in the closet. He hid in plain sight for decades. It's not subtle at all, and I don't know how this floated over everyone's head. Now, let's start with the title. According to Urban Dictionary, a raw deal is when a man rapes another man, particularly without lube or protection. Yep, that's their words, not mine. Okay. So in Confess, Halford talks about being roofied and being taken advantage of by some important record industry guy earlier in his career. Now, this is after he got molested as a child. Now, let me catch my breath, and we're going to go into the lyrics in detail on this one. All right, here are the lyrics to Raw Deal from Sin After Sin. I made a spike about 9 o'clock on a Saturday. All eyes hit me as I walked into the bar. And seeing other guys were fooling with the denim dudes. A couple cards played rough stuff. New York, Fire Island. Rob Halford, even today, claims he's never been to Fire Island. I don't know how he heard of this place. I've never been there myself. Whatever. I cased the joint, straining at the scenes. I moseyed up to the counter, and the tender came a grinnin'. He means to the bartender. And I snapped the smile off his face and scowled, give me a bourbon. Now, after he says, give me a bourbon, the guitar does this, Check it out. I don't know whose idea this was. Was this Rob's idea, or did Glenn or KK think, oh yeah, let's do the noise on the guitar afterward? The mirror on the wall was collecting and reflecting, all the heavy bodies ducking, stealing, eager for some action. The scene screwed me up. I saw some contact, then the big boys saw me, and I knew that I'd had too much floating around, statues alive, seconds are hours. So I guess like he goes into this bar and he gets roofied or something, and he's having some kind of psychedelic experience. Then it says, sacks like a hurricane, wrapped in and shattered. I was barely holding on to this flying bawdy symphony. And it says bawdy, B-A-W-D-Y. I guess I should have looked up the definition for that. I guess I dream in pictures, not colors. The true expression I feel is rights, human rights. So what the hell does gay rights have to do with getting roofied? It just seems so random he would just sandwich these lyrics in with that. I gave my life. I am immortal. I'm going, no loss. And then the end, he sounds really angry, and he goes, nightmare. Just a bunch of goddamn rotten, steaming raw deal. If Rob Halford himself could comment or perhaps make his own list of the top 10 gayest Judas Priest songs, I think that would be phenomenal. The members of Judas Priest had also floated around the idea of performing Raw Deal live. I'm not sure that would be a more energetic song. I mean, it's a good song, but it's not something you would think would work well in a live setting. So tell me, are there any gay Judas Priest songs that I may have missed? Any other references that flew over my head or under my butt? Give me a comment. Like and share this video. Let Rob Halford see it. We really need his opinion.